Assalamualaikum and good morning everyone. We are from Group 5 and we will present three types of short-term decision making. So, what is short-term decision making or STDM? Short-term decision making involves making immediate choices to address current needs and goals. It focuses on optimizing resources and achieving immediate results within a short time frame. For examples, pricing decisions, inventory management, resource allocation, promotional campaigns, and supplier selection. There are some characteristics of short-term decision making. Short-term focus. Decisions aim at immediate issues and short-term goals. Reversible decision can often be changed if not generating desired outcomes. Responsibility, usually made by middle or lower level management. Here are three types of decision making.
First, make or buy. How to make a decision. It involves decision whether product, component, or service should be manufactured internally or pay another organization to do it. Benefit of manufacturing internally is to have more control by management over work and less worry of supplies not delivered on time. In contrast, buying outside includes more flexibility to meet the demand, overcome the production bottleneck and limiting factor. If cost of making is less than cost of buying the component, firm should make the component. This will increase the contribution or profit obtained. Next, factors favoring a make decision. Firstly, cost. Cost is the major factor firm need to consider. Firm should choose decisions that provide minimum cost. Second, untrustworthy suppliers. Some firm has doubt on reliability of external suppliers. Third, quality control requirements. Firm who carries out production will have control over the product quality. Factors favoring a buy decision. First, lack of skill. When a firm occurs lack of skills, buying decision would be the best choice as suppliers with expertise can offer the product cheaper. Second, lack of facilities. Buying decision is better when the firm lacks facilities or capacity, equipment or resources. Third, low demand quantity. Depending on the product quantity, the firm should go for a buy decision if the quantities are smaller. So let's take a look on example make or buy. If the cost of buying RM 5 ringgit 60 cent for 50 packs, so the calculation for it was RM 5 ringgit 60 cent multiplied by 50 equal to RM 280. If the cost of making material RM 2 ringgit 50 cent each, variable overhead RM 50 cent each, rent of cooking utensil RM 60. Assume it for 50 packs, the calculation will be material RM 2 ringgit 50 cent multiplied by 50 equal to RM 125, variable overhead RM 50 cent multiplied by 50 equal to RM 22, rent of cooking utensil RM 60 ringgit, cost of making equal to RM 210 ringgit. So the best solution to know when we need to choose is to lower from our calculation. That means from our example we see that cost of buying is RM 280, cost of making is RM 210. From this we should choose the lower amount, whereas we should make rather than buying. That is how we choose to make or buy decision.
Next is special order. Special order is an additional order that specifically requested from the customer that is significant to identify opportunities to increase revenue and profitability. The aspect that differentiates special order from regular order: complexity. Special order is more complex than regular order as it involves customization of design, specialized materials, and different production processes. Next is volume. Special order are often lower than the regular order as it is usually one-time request and not repetitive. Time consuming. Special orders consume more time than regular orders as it involves customized materials and it increases the time to adapt with the production processes. How to make decision for special order? Special order will only be considered if there is excess capacity that is available at lower price than usual. It will be accepted when incremental revenue is higher than incremental cost as it increases the short-term profit. However, it can be rejected if the contribution margin is negative. The factors that need to be considered for special order is qualitative factors. First, stability of price in the future. The relevant cost is the benchmark for the special order decision, whether the contribution margin is positive or negative. Second is customer loyalty. The firm needs to ensure that any decision made will not affect the performance of normal production to avoid losing loyal customers. Sufficient capacity or not, the firm needs to consider the capacity of the production before accepting or rejecting the special order. Lastly, the best solution for utilizing the excess capacity. The decision-making process for the best utilization of excess capacity shall benefit the firm. The example of real-life special order is furniture manufacturer special order. Hotel chain requests 200 custom-designed dining tables. The considerations are cost of materials, extra labor, disruption to regular production. The decision depends on whether the premium price outweighs additional cost and disruption. To conclude, the decision made by the firm either to accept or reject is based on the qualitative factors.
Limiting factor. Factors of production that are scarce are known as limiting factor of production. It is decided when a firm is not able to produce such production as it wishes due to limited supply of resources.
The scarce resources should be used as profitably as possible. Priority should be given to products that give the highest contribution, like shortage of raw material or labor. When decision of limiting factor is applied, profit is maximized. The profitable products mix that, based on the most economical use of factor, will contribute the maximum contribution to the business. How to make decision for limiting factor? Firstly, establish if a constraint actually exists. Second, establish the contribution per unit. Third, establish contribution per limiting factor and rank in order of the highest contribution per limiting factor. Fourth, establish the optimum plan. Lastly, calculate the profit based on this plan. The characteristic to make decision. The limiting factor decision therefore involves the determination of the contribution earned per unit of limiting factor by each different product. If the sales demand is limited, the profit maximizing decision will be to produce the top rank products up to the sales demand limit. Type of quantitative limiting factors need to be considered. Firstly, shortage of material due to non-availability of required quality of material. Second, shortage of labor, which may be of general nature or of a specific type of labor and overtime restriction. Third, shortage of plant capacity due to non-availability of machine hours. Lastly, shortage of factory space, such as lack of physical space to accommodate production facilities. Next is types of qualitative limiting factor need to consider, which is customer loyalty and demand of the other product.
For example, brewery limited by equipment. A brewery has the demand to produce 1,000 barrels of beer per month, but their current equipment only allows for 800 barrels. The limiting factor here is the brewing equipment. The brewery might prioritize brewing beers with the highest profit margins until they can expand their equipment capacity.
And so, in conclusion, what do we learn? Basically, in conclusion of what short-term decision making is all about, is that it is aimed at efficiency, agility, and cost effectiveness in a company's operations and profitability. Under make or buy decision, it is actually to evaluate cost effectiveness of in-house production versus external purchase. Factors such as cost, capacity, expertise, and quality control is under the decision of make or buy. Next is special orders. It is a one-time orders which is not part of normal operation. The decision is influenced by the ability to meet order requirements and profitability without impacting regular operations. And finally, limiting factors. It constraints like raw materials, machine time, or labor hours. The effective management required to maximize profitability in short term. That is basically for limiting factor. The strategy is to prioritize products or services with the highest contribution margin per unit of the limiting factor. The ultimate goal is actually to maximize profits, create value, maintain quality and reputation of products or services.
That is all from us. Thank you and Assalamualaikum.